Yeah, it's now 3, so I think we can start. First of all, I would like to say a lot of thanks for all the participants in this event. It is my pleasure to have you on this meeting, and I'm sure and I know that you all have got a very busy schedule, and out of your schedule, you have taken out some time for the subject. Is my very pleasure. So, although you all are aware about the subject, but just to give you a brief about the subject, it is basically RTV silicon coating. RTV silicon coating is basically room temperature vulcanization coating to be done on high voltage insulators to avoid flashovers. Flashovers in insulator is mainly because of fog, dust, pollution, coastal area, or dusty environment. So, in this regard, Mr. Natarajan is there with us, who have got around 20 years of very good experience in insulator industry, including approximately 15 years in RTV silicon coating. He knows ins and outs about the RTV silicon coating, and I'm sure that whatever be the technical queries of all of the participants, and Natarajan sir will be able to answer the things to the best possible level as per the expectation and understanding. Now I request Natarajan sir to take up the meeting and will give a brief about this RTB. Natarajan sir.
Good afternoon to all of you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
This is Natarajan from CSL Silicons. It is my privilege to brief you on this TV silicon high voltage insulator coating. I will just make a small presentation which will last for about 20-25 minutes. It's audible, sir. Is it visible, sir, the presentation?
Yes, sir. Presentation is visible, sir.
Okay.
Yes, very much.
So we will be covering this RTV silicon high voltage insulator coating. It will run through basically for about 15 to 20 minutes, and please do not hesitate to stop me if you are looking for any clarifications. I will just give a brief overview on insulators and grid reliability. Pollution induced flashover of insulators is one of the great concern of all utilities and major challenge for grid reliability, particularly the lines and substations within 50 kilometers from sea coast and in lines and substations near polluting industries are prone to tripping due to deposition, humidity, and other factors. Conventionally, porcelain and glass insulators have been the predominance or backbone of our transmission system in our country. We are also currently using silicon rubber insulators in a very large scale for particularly for transmission lines and some equipment insulators. There are some drawbacks in all the technologies, particularly in porcelain because of the wettability, and in case of silicon rubber insulators due to its lightweight and diagnosis and some problems of storage and bird picking in some areas. So in order to overcome that, we have come out with the technology of this RTV coated insulators, which can be coated on porcelain and glass as a viable alternative. This technology is almost now in use for more than 20 years by many utilities across the world. The best part of RTV coating is integrates the best of both the technologies, the mechanical integrity of the porcelain and superior hydrophobicity than the composite insulators. It also provides an additional dielectric and increases the effective creepage by more than 40%. RTV coated insulators has a higher pollution withstand capability in excess of 160 kg per meter cube. If I make a pictorial representation, it is the best of both the technologies. That means the silicon is coated over porcelain or glass insulators, and it gives you the mechanical integrity of the porcelain or glass and the hydrophobicity of composite insulators. What is RTV HVIC? It is basically a room temperature vulcanizing high voltage insulator coating. It is essentially a very thick insulation paint, and the formulation of all RTV silicon coatings are essentially have a high concentration of silicon polymers along with some inorganic fillers. Why RTV silicon high voltage insulator coating is recommended? Because it provides you 100% grid reliability. The maintenance costs are completely reduced. It completely eliminates the washing and cleaning even under class 4 insulation pollution levels. It suppresses the leakage current. It also reduces the direct losses due to the leakage current and corona discharges. It is versatile. It can be used both on the new and existing insulators. It can be applied on all types of insulators. We do have a case history of even applying on the aged composite polymer insulators. It extends the asset life, which has been compromised due to the ever increasing pollution. It is long lasting. There are service record for more than 20 years. In our case, the oldest coating is now in service for more than 25 years. It can be easily applied. It can be applied on in situ application or in the factory itself, insulator factory itself. It is environmental friendly. It is a non-toxic and a VOC compliant. We offer a limited warranty of 10 years against pollution-induced flashover. And finally, as I said earlier, it offers the best of the both worlds. The main objective of an RTV coating is to improve the pollution performance of all types of insulators, porcelain, glass, epoxy, polycrete, composite insulators in certain cases. It can be applied on substation insulators. It can be applied on transmission line insulators. It also can be applied on existing insulators and new insulators for both substation and transmission lines. The history of RTV dates back to 1970s. Dow Corning is the inventor of this technology. The trial applications started in 1970s and large applications started in 1980s. CSL Silicon developed our RTV HVIC in late 80s, and the pilot installation was done in 1987, and commercial installation started from 1988. I will cover the science of RTV coating in the next 3 or 4 slides. This gives you an idea where the white is the insulator surface and the red is the insulator coating, and the green dots are the monolayer of the or LMWs of the silicons. So when there is a pollution from various sources, be it due to industrial salt fog, fertilizer, etc., which contaminates the insulator surface, this pollution, when combined with the environmental moisture, be it due to fog or dew, it creates an electrically conductive film on the surface of the insulator. This electrolytic film, the insulator promotes the leakage current and later develops into a dry band arcing, which necessitates cleaning or hot or cold line washing on a regular basis to prevent this phenomena. And if it is not attended, it leads to a flashover and interruption of the failure of the insulators. So what we propose is to apply a very thin coating, approximately around 400 to 500 microns on the insulator. This rich concentration of silicon polymers secretes a monolayer of silicon molecules, which we call in technical term as the low molecular weight silicons. And it has got two distinct properties. It has got a very low surface energy and a very high dielectric strength. So when there is a contamination deposits on the insulator surface, the low molecular weight silicon encapsulates the contaminant and prevents from in contact with the moisture. The science is same as the polymer insulator. So the key to this technology is water is prevented from coming into contact with the moisture, pollutant, and the insulator surface is kept dry, and because the insulator surface is kept dry, there is no electrical discharge activity on the surface of the insulator. Each manufacturer follows a different size of the molecules. In our case, it is 13 microns. The water repellency angle is in excess of plus 120 degrees, which necessitate, if I can draw a simple analogy, it is a lotus leaf. If you sprinkle water on a lotus leaf, it rolls down. The same thing happens in case of a RTV coated insulator surface. So if you see in point number 15, steel recycling plant and a cement dust, you can see the water droplets are circular in nature, and it rolls down the surface without sticking to the surface. This prevents any discharge activity on the surface, even though it is a contaminated surface. So in short, the science of RTV coating is silicone oil diffuses to the surface, encapsulating the pollutant particle. Water is prevented from coming into contact with the pollutant. The filler, whether it is ATH or quartz, absorbs the energy of dry band arc and prevents any damage to the coating. So this is the summary of the science. Water cannot combine with the dirt, and therefore the surface is kept dry, and there is no electrical discharge activity or corona activity on the surface of the insulator. This is a filler. Certain manufacturers use ATH, certain manufacturers use silica. And how long the RTV coating remains effective, it will much depend on the quality of the coating credentials of the RTV coating manufacturer and how well it has been applied. The IEEE guide, which has been updated in 2018, can be referred for any guidance. We can confidently say the service life of the coating will be 20 plus years. In India, our oldest coating is now in service for more than 16 years. And outside India, our coatings which are done in 1990s are still in operation. The effective coating application has to be in accordance with the application manual or the guidance issued by the manufacturer and the methods defined in IEEE 1523. In case of us, the best experience of CSL, our oldest application was done in 1996, a 130 kV 85 kilometer double circuit line. This is still in service even after more than 20 years. These are the various standards that is applicable for RTV HVAC. Basically, it is a solid dielectric insulation, and it is governed by the various ASTM standards for material testing and certain IEC and other standards for testing purpose. These are the tests which are recommended on the HVAC and coated insulators. I think most of the utilities in India, like Power Grid, already have a comprehensive specification for RTV HVAC. We as a leading manufacturer confirm compliance to the specification of Power Grid and other utilities. These are certain acceptance tests which is mandated in the utility specifications like Power Grid, boiling water test, hydrophobic test, thickness measurement, high pressure water withstand test. The spray equipment and the thickness measurement gauge which is used by us for ensuring the thickness specified by the end user. This is the surface preparation. We have to ensure a clean surface preparation as good as a new insulator before the coating is applied. This is a typical photo of the applied insulator, RTV coated insulator. These are some of the installations where we have done our jobs. This is a case which we have done on a tower. So this covers the presentation of the insulator coating.